Okay, totally cut me off. I guess I was too long-winded. Sorry again. But but and did you see how injured it? You see how fat and huge my face looked? Don't judge me, y'all. Jeez. Anyway. Look like a blowfish. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, what caught me off guard was this. It said husband sexual needs should be more important than menus, housework, children, projects, etc. Not to say that these things shouldn't matter. Not to say that, um, sex should be the only thing that is on your mind at all times. However, fulfilling your husband's sexual needs should be a priority in your life. A lot of times, um, we get so tied down in doing all these other things as far as work, as far as housework, as far as, some of us are still going to school, some of us are, have children that we have to take care of. So we get so tied down in doing those. By the time it comes to our husband, we make our husband last. And by the time it comes to fulfilling our husband and doing things that we need to do to make sure our husband is okay, we're tired. So we're like, ooh, don't touch me tonight. Just, I'm tired. Get off me type thing. When in reality, we need to be saving energy for our husbands. We need to save, something for our husbands, because when you save energy for your husband, it it avoids selfishness and it defeats you avoid selfishness and you defeat isolation. Um, a lot of times, women, when we're mad, we use sex as a weapon. We use, when we're angry, when we're tired, we use it as something that doesn't necessarily have to be done. We use it as a punishment, so to speak. Um, you're not giving me what I want, so I'm not going to give you what you want, type thing. And that is something that shouldn't be done, because in reality, your body belongs to your husband. So, as I say that, she gave us 1 Corinthians 7 to read, and it reads, um, but since there is so much immorality, each man should have his own wife, and each woman her own husband, which means that you need to tend to your husband, and your husband needs to tend to his wife, and no one else. Need I go further? Because that says a lot right then. Woo, Jesus. The man that you married is yours, and that's it. Nobody else's. So sometimes we get so caught up in, maybe the green is green, maybe the grass is greener on the other side, when in reality, you need to tend to yours and water your grass. You see what I'm saying? Make sure that yours is good and stop worrying about what somebody else is doing with their husband or what somebody else's husband is doing for them. This is your husband, tend to yours. You understand what I'm saying? Let me, oh, y'all about to give me preaching. Okay, anyway, it also says the husband should fulfill his marital duty to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. In the same way, the husband's body does not belong to him alone, but also to his wife. Ooh, I love that. You know why I love that? More so because when I'm with my husband, I see him coming towards me, or I see him, getting up to walk, throw something away, or whatever the case may be. I'm looking at my man, and I'm like, that's all me. That's all me right there. And why I like this is because that confirms what I said. It says, that's all me. In so many words, that's what this say. This says, that's all you, Jasmine. Kurt D belongs to Jasmine Daniels. That's what they say. You ain't hear it. It says, the husband should fulfill his marital duty to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife's body does not belong to her alone, but also to her husband. In the same way, the husband body does not belong to him alone. So that's not just you, Curdy. That's me too. Okay? But also to his wife. Do not deprive each other except by mutual consent and for a time, so that you may devote yourselves to prayer. Which means that the only way you can get out of not having sex with your husband upon request is if you are fasting. If you are fasting, then that's something that needs to be discussed with your husband. That way, the communication is everything. Also, the only way he can get out of not, having sex with you upon request is if, because sometimes women, our drives, sometimes our drives can be, just as go as theirs can, if not more. So the only time this goes for them too. The only time they can get out of this is if they are fasting and devoting themselves to the Lord for a certain period of time, and of course they have to communicate that with you as well. Um, then come together again so that Satan will not tempt you because of your lack of self control. I say this as a concession, not as a command. Okay, so that alone lets you know that when one of you, sex is important. A lot of people may say that sex is not important, but your man has needs. You have needs as a female. I have an email coming through. Sorry, guys. YouTube. Okay. Anyway, your man has needs. I have needs. I have needs. See, that lets you know something right there. The way I said that, I got needs now. Kurt. No, I'm just playing. But we have needs as women. So, with that being said, when we're married, it's our duty to fulfill the needs of our partners. And when we don't do so, or when we hold it as punishment or a weapon, or when we resist our husbands or when they resist us, then that opens the door to the flesh. And that means that a lot of times that's where the issues come in with infidelity, because then if they can't come home to get something to, that they should be able to come home for, then they begin looking outside. Not to say that that justifies cheating, because it doesn't. However, it is, when things are okay in home, they have no reason to go out. You see what I'm saying? Make sure that everything is taken care of at home. When things are followed decent and in order, when things are followed decent and in order according to the Bible, the less problems you will have. Um, it amazes me how all the issues that I've gone through with my marriage, I have been able to find strength in the Word of God. And things that I never knew, that like sex, and well, I knew it talked about sex, but when it comes to, I gotta give my husband sex when he asks for it, I didn't know it was in there like that. So I really appreciate these marriage classes, because they've helped me to get into my Bible more. They've helped me to help my husband to get into the Bible more, and overall, it's just helped our marriage in general. The last thing we discussed was, one of the wives raised their hands and said that, well, in regards to the same situation, said that her husband is a drinker, and when he drinks, he tends to want to have sex, but she doesn't like the drinking breath, the drinking all in her aura type thing. So she tends to resist that, and he tends to get upset. So what is it that they can do? So basically, a couple of women said to try another position. Another woman said to use a lot of incense, candles, things of that nature. Um, while another woman said to just go with it and with that direction during this, while he's in that state of mind. But however, when he's sober, you need to address the fact that you don't like that in your aura, and that you would rather him be sober when you guys are intimate and things of that nature. So, and a lot of times what we fail to realize, even though it takes them a while to realize it, or a while to understand exactly what it is they're saying, um, when we put something on their minds, when we say something to them, it is on their minds, and they're thinking about it, and they're, it's going through their mind. So the next time that, you guys are intimate, it may be on a different level. And with that being said, my pastor got up and spoke, and I guess this hit home for him because he used to be a drinker. He said, all of us are ex or past or former somethings in our life. We haven't been saved all our lives. We've all done something wrong. And with that being said, he said he used to be a drinker. And his wife said one time that, that she was tired of it. She had had enough, and she was tired of being passive about the situation, and she became aggressive, and she let him know that, he had just bought a brand new bottle of gin, and she told him if she broke that seal to that gin bottle, then he was breaking that seal to his marriage. And based off of that, he said he looked at that gin bottle and he looked at her, and he said the devil got busy in his mind because the devil started telling him that it's plenty of fish in the sea, this, that, and the other. But he realized what he had, and he realized that he was wrong and he needed to change. So with that, that seal never got opened. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times we have to put our foot down. We have to let them know what we will and will not take, and especially when it's not in the will of God. So with that being said, that's kind of how we ended it. We ended it based off of letting the men letting us know that what we do say to them is on their minds, and that um, even though it may take them a while to get it, they still understand it eventually, and it's still thinking about it. They're just thinking about how to fix things. They're thinking about how to change things. So it kind of went based off of communication from here. It went from sex to communication, because the more you communicate, the more, things will flow decent and in order. I think that's all I have for you. Plus, I'm about to be late for work, so I have to end this. Um, that's really all I have for you as of now. I hope you guys were able to get something out of these. If not, I apologize. um, but yeah, I'll probably come up with another video blog sometime soon. Not sure when. Next Sunday, I will not be going to marriage class because of my, yeah, personal things. But but I do have something I want to share with you, and the topic will be it will be biblical, of course, but it's an actual sermon topic that I wanted to share with you guys. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. And the sermon topic was how to make your woman climb the wall. Biblical now. So stay tuned with that being said. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Um, Again, if you have inboxed me, then give me a moment to respond. It is full right now. I've responded to some of you all, but I haven't gotten to all of you. Again, I have to go to work. I won't get off until like 11, 12 tonight. So I will be seeing you all soon. Talk to you later. I hope everybody is, yeah. All right. Love you. Mwah.